To another episode of The Flank, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by my friend, my duo, my companion, you already know, Ben Nissim. And then we are also joined today by the three-time, the GOAT, the one and only Damon Barlow. Say hello to Karma, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo,
Karma,
it's me.
Damon, thank you for joining us. You're a good guy.
Hey, thank you.
It's always an absolute
best
pleasure.
COD show right now, baby.
Appreciate you,
Keep it
boss.
going.
We always see you in the stream, man, showing love, so we appreciate you here. We appreciate you. The Zoomaa Mafia, we love you. What's going on, Ben?
Not much, man. You know, a busy day.
Why were you late?
Because I worked till 6 and I had back-to-back meetings from like 10 to 6 today. You know how it is sometimes in the suit life, man. You have one of those days. Today was one of those days. But you know what? It's been nice outside all day. I've been getting some nice sunshine.
Oh,
in
yeah,
my
some
apartment.
sunshine.
I was watching a little bit of golf. I know I butchered that word. The USA beat Jamaica this afternoon. So
I saw that. Great plays from the U.S. men's national
team.
team.
Shout out Serginho Dest.
Unbelievable banger.
And so, yeah, I'm excited to talk COD. Interesting day at Call of Duty. Tom,
fucking believable, Ben. Unbelievable.
I think Group B, and we'll talk about it. Group B is an absolute bloodbath right now.
Yeah, this is actually unreal. Damon, how much did you watch? You didn't watch the first series that much, right? You didn't watch it too much.
No, not really.
So I mean, we could start, right? We could start with the Paris series. Mano, what the heck's going on in the chat? We got a copy pasta already going on in the chat. But yo, the first series was insane. The one thing I wanna note again is Aqua looks fucking amazing. He looks incredible. This guy is like on another level. Not just the stats he's dropping, but just what he's doing on the map and the plays that he's making is just crazy to me. He looks unreal. This looks like the best Aqua that I've ever seen in my life. I'm serious.
Is Yuli finally using a fucking AR again?
Yeah, he's a full-time prig.
Like I swear he wasted so much or so many years. I don't know how many. The last couple. Yeah. Like not running it, dude. Like he was so good at it before, like AW, Black Ops through.
I mean, he was fried IW like with an AR.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he did. But you're right, Damon. You're right. He wasted talent.
He got into that. I want to run a sub, blah blah blah. But like, dude, he just plays like the fucking nerdiest way, and he's just annoying with it. Like, he just should have been on it the whole time. Like, he's
just smooth with it. It fits his play style, right? Like, it's just a play style thing. I think it's just he just looks really good with it. I'm gonna be honest, right? I never want to trash players on the show, but Fire is definitely struggling right now. He's struggling.
That's what to bring up, Tom. It's like, you know, obviously he didn't get this best series from Nick AD today, but he had significantly more damage than his teammate. I'm watching the plays that Fire's making, and it's just not the right decision. I think you still got to give him some time. He's young, but I do think at some point for this team, you want to figure out how to get a little bit more out of your submachine gun sling. It worked for Minnesota today, and we'll get to that series.
For sure.
But I like what I'm seeing from the ARs right now, especially from Yuli and Scraps. Just need to give Nick a little bit more help to get more sub pressure on the map here.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't even think Fire was he a sub player?
I don't know.
He was an AR.
Was he?
I could be wrong though. I could totally be wrong.
I'm not sure if he was more of a flex type player, but I know he's run a sub a lot in the past.
He was like,
I don't think the issue is like, I don't think the issue for him, it's weird. Like watching
I think
him
it might
play,
be
like,
nerves, bro.
I don't think it's gun
he's
skill.
nervous.
I just think it's like he's just not. He doesn't seem like totally confident in the decisions he's making on the map.
He was. Well, that's what I was gonna say.
That's what people are saying.
You're expecting him like to go up against the best. Like maybe he needs time with a sub, especially if he was an AR. So I mean, I don't really know though. But
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's him and Nick. Like you put him against what Kyler and Shotzi. Like
and they're struggling to keep up.
BZ, yeah. Like the list goes on. So like
these top teams.
But to be fair though, Nicky D to me has looked good. I mean, he had a bad series today stat wise. But like you said, Ben, he had 3K more damage. Like in previous years, like he looked pretty good. Fire is just the one to me that consistently just looks like he needs to pick it up a little bit. And I know Fire, and I feel like he has talent. I just feel like he can't put it together right now, and I can't put my finger on it. But I think it might be a confidence issue. I feel like he's just like he's not feeling himself right now, and he needs to find out a way to get in that rhythm and get in that zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and someone saying Lusk for Fire, like, come on, man, like what they need.
They need a sub if they're gonna replace him.
It's the same problem as Minnesota, man. Like, you know what you're gonna get from Nick. Nick can play pretty fast, but he's not a guy who's gonna drop a 1-2 every map. You know what you're gonna get out of him, which is a consistent 1 to 0.9, and he's making the right plays on the map. So if you compare him with a sub player that can play around that same level and not drop 0.8s, 0.7s, like they're going to win a lot of series. As we'll see with the second map, like I think Paris has slowly become a very good search team. As we've talked this year, the parity in search is like there where teams like that's a really good win condition. And so if Paris can figure out how to close out more of these respawns, like they're gonna be more consistent in a top 6, top 4 conversation.
Yeah, for sure. I think the main thing with Fire too is like, was he running an M4 a lot during the M4 meta? He was, wasn't he? I think he was. I don't remember. Do you guys remember in the chat?
I think he was, because I think Nick was running a sub.
I'm pretty sure Fire would have an M4 out a lot, and he looked comfortable with it. And now maybe this meta, maybe he needs a little bit more time. You know, I wouldn't just go, yo, let's replace this guy now. I think you can give him a little bit more time, but there are players that, you know, you can pick up. And Damon, like, we see so many rookies now just keep getting picked up. Look at Standy today. This guy looked unbelievable. He had a 1.5.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, fuck, like, Fire might not be doing good right now, but it is probably not helping that everyone that gets picked up is being gassed like fucking craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then he's just not doing that right now. It's kind of unfortunate, but I mean, shit, who knows what'll happen?
Yeah, right. We got to give it some more time. We'll see.
Like, as it is right now, everyone's assuming, like, just based on what's happened, you pick up a rookie and he's fucking insane. He's gonna carry your team to victory, do great things. Hey, it's not happening right now, but I mean, they're doing better than before, I guess.
Yeah, they are. I mean, to be fair, Paris has looked good this year. Like,
yeah, I mean, they've pushed some really good teams, like the distance, and I mean, they just haven't closed it, but. I mean,
that's what you want to see now. Exactly. Like, it's like they're up there, but they can't close. And it was kind of like the same problem Toronto was having a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know if it's
as long as you're not looking like Seattle last year, like, you don't want to be in that boat, man.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. So you do not want to be Seattle last year. Definitely not. That was a tough year for Seattle for sure. And they look like they're bouncing back too. So shout out to Seattle. They're bouncing back a little bit. Still want to see some more from them, but they definitely are bouncing back. But yeah, Ben, they messed up this P2. I don't know if it was in the middle of the game. Paris completely messed up a P2 hill, and they could have won this map, Ben, for sure. I know you guys didn't watch this map or this series, but Paris had the lead. There was a P2 hill where Yuli was on the hill, and I think he turned to pick up bricks because his teammates died somehow.
Find it.
And he just completely just fucked it up. Or not you, like Yuli didn't fuck it up. Like Paris in general fucked up that whole rotation. And that was a big deal. That was a big problem.
I feel like P2 is like a hill, at least before when I was playing. Like, if you have it, dude, like, you can't really fuck that up.
You can't. Like, you can't. Because it's a money hill, and it's like
a free hill, man.
And it was the next P2, I think, Ben. Yuli was in the same spot Fire was.
The next P2? Okay.
Yeah, and it's weird, Damon, because I feel like a lot of teams, when they fuck up on this map, it's always on P2s. Like, I don't know what it is with these P2 hills, but people struggle to hold it. Even when I was playing with New York, we struggled. This was it. This was it right here. So look, Yuli gives up fucking this, and look, he gets shot. Like, he literally just hits the front and just like shoots him. And look at the score, right? Like, Paris can easily lock this down.
This is them going into it right now, right?
Yeah, this is them going into it. Like, Paris drop. I don't know how they're dropping, and then Yuli turns because his teammates drop. He gave it up, and Shotzi hit the timing and just takes him off the hill.
The only thing I can think of is that, like, Maddie scraps. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is, like, watching this play out. That, like,
I want to see how they died.
I mean, he gave it up for like a second, unless he was like, maybe someone got through.
It's dying. They just can't die there. They put Yuli in a very bad position. Like, right here, Paris can easily, like, turn this game around. They rotated the P2. It's basically a tie game. They hold this full P2 and maybe flip him to the back, and Yuli just gets put in a shitty situation where he has to pick up his bricks. He has to give up front, and they just storm on in. So just a bad setup from Paris. Like, they get picked one by one, and it's like, if you just play your life and play some crossfires and maybe get some kills there and don't fuck up that rotation. This was like a big swing for me when I was watching this.
Nick kind of trolled that. Like,
they all trolled. They all trolled.
First blood, and it kind of just, like, broke their whole setup.
Yep,
and they were actually in, like, a good spot, Tom, because, like, they were already spawning out here, right? So if Manny wins that gunfight, Yuli wins the gunfight. It's like a 2v4. The other team's gonna, like, you'll see, like, to get the deep tank spawn, so it's like still gonna take them a bit to get the hill. You have time to get top green, maybe reflank bricks. And, like, it doesn't matter actually with 40 seconds left. It's not that bad that you're holding the front of this hill. Because you have spawns for new, so you can go and pick up middle. But yeah, no, it looks like I guess Yuli maybe got a weird call out from Scraps or something. That's why he turned.
Well, I mean, he died. Everybody died. So, you know.
No, Scraps got a kill, and then he definitely seen number 4. But, like,
that's where I'm thinking.
I don't know. He had to give, like, a bad call out. Like, well, he could have said, like, hey, he could have got through the arch, but, like, it had to have been so fast.
Yeah, it was a weird call out. Maybe, and you had number 5 there. Yeah,
They already seen the other 3 guys. Like, I don't know.
It might have been a
they
misplay.
fucked something up.
Something must have happened in the comms. I don't know what really happened. And guys, those of you in the chat who are confused, Yuli is Aqua, so I apologize for that. I gotta start using gamer tags because people don't know first names, but
it's all good.
Aqua is Yuli, guys, so I apologize for that. But we're talking about Aqua right now. He's on this front green box thing area, whatever the hell that thing is. And he was looking at the front, and his teammates died around the back. He gave up front, and they just kind of pinched in. But these P2 hills are killing teams. And then Aqua, he has streaks to use. They burn some streaks because of it. And then Dallas, they just take the game away after this. I feel like they let it go. But obviously, Paris, they bring it back a little bit. But they end up losing the game by 50 points. And that was a key moment to me when I was watching this back. So... and
shots, he's still killing them.
He's still killing them. He goes rogue here, Damon. He just sits here. He gets a few kills. He delays them. He gets another one here on Maddie.
They're sending the whole team to get him.
Yeah, literally. They can't get him. And he's just stalling so much time, right? Like, he's literally just stalling. It allows his team to just rotate to new. And then he spawns out.
Oh, wow.
And he gets a pinch on them. Like it's like a perfect scenario. Yeah, it's like a perfect scenario. Like he spawns out, and look, now he's just coming in behind him, and he has a perfect pinch.
No idea.
It's absolutely perfect for Dallas. Like it can't get any better than this. He probably should have got 2 right here, but he goes down. And then I'm pretty sure he just spawns in the back. So good plays out of Dallas, man. Shaky P2 from Paris, but that's pretty much where it went downhill, and then it just went back and forth. And Dallas took the first map, and then the second map, Paris came out strong, and they take the S&D.
Yeah, what round do you want me to hop to, Tom?
Paris steamrolled the first few rounds, if I remember correctly. Maddie had a big round where he hit the flank. He popped a 3-piece. This is pretty one-sided, honestly. Paris was cruise sailing, so if you want, you can just skip through it. I mean, there's really nothing much. Paris played very aggressive on that B bomb site, which I really love to see. I like to see their aggression.
It was this round I had in particular. I really liked the way Paris. I only watched a couple rounds of this because I was working, but like I just like the way that Paris sets up on this map. They're very quick to hit like long routes on these post plant situations when they're trying to retake, and I don't know if that's just like it was a weird situation where I don't know. Dallas kind of double stacked on the info booth, and it felt like they had it picked up, but Nick was able to shoot 2 guys in the back. Like you'll watch, look at number 6 on the map, right? So they play this A stack. Nick's gonna go ahead. And actually, he sneaks through on train. Illy gets some weird timing, and they just don't pick this up. And Nick shoots 2 people, guys in the back after the bomb's planted. And at this point, it's an easy 4v2 for Paris. It seemed like this happened a lot. They're just really decisive in where they just want to hit things on the map and just make it kind of mixy. Because it is really kind of hard to hold this bomb site like out of the box, prevent it from planning.
Yeah, no, for sure. I love the way Nicky plays S&D. He's very good. I like the way he uses his timings and he hits his routes. He's just very annoying to play against because you never know what the heck he's doing. But Paris does a good job just using their numbers and closing out this series. Dallas did bring it back, but Paris do a good job just keeping their composure. Aqua, again, every map, Aqua's on top, just doing what he does. He's a superstar. He's a superstar. Yeah. He's the top Krig in the game for sure. Top AR. He's been doing it consistently every single match. So I just want to give Aqua love, guys, because he's very underrated. Like people don't talk about him, and now he's finally being talked about a lot. So just shout out to Yuli, man. Shout out to him. And just good plays by Paris to come take out this S&D. And then it was just pretty much smooth sailing for Dallas after this, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the control. The first 4 rounds are an absolute snooze fest. Like I don't think we should watch them because it was literally just
we don't need to watch them.
Being unable to get B.
Offense lost.
Lost all 4 of the first 4 rounds.
I'm like the best chance you have on offense of all the maps.
Yep, and they still couldn't close out any offenses. And then we go back, and Dallas ended up winning the last offense and closing out this map. And again, like Fire, right? Like 11 and 24. They went on his screen a couple times, and again, it's not a talent thing to me. It looks like a confidence issue. It looks like he doesn't even want to challenge stuff. He's scared to fucking challenge. Like there was one time where he was literally just throwing slow ass shimmies for like 15 seconds in bottom art, and he just let a teammate go in front of him, and he tried baiting him, and they got pieced. And I was just like, dude, like I know this guy has the talent in him. I just wish he can just like snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of get into that confidence. He needs a confidence booster somewhere, bro. He needs a series where he just comes out and he just absolutely fucking fries. And
has he had like any holy shit games or series?
He's had a few maps, but I wouldn't say series, but he's had maps where he's come out and had really good maps.
Something's there.
Something's there. I don't know what it is because I've seen him play and I've seen him do crazy things. Yeah. So it's just weird. I don't know. It's weird to me. I think confidence is the main thing. Damon, you know, sometimes throughout your career, maybe you have more confidence,
like,
right?
You wake up one day and it's just like, or have fucking multiple days, and it's just like, man, I can't do shit.
Yeah,
like,
you just don't feel right. You know, sometimes.
Then something clicks, man, and it's just complete 180.
Yeah, and the good players know how to find that confidence back. The good players know that they have it in them, right? And they find a way to get it back. They get it back, but I don't know. Fire, I know he has it in him. So Fire, if you're watching this, man, rough series, bro. We're not gonna sugarcoat it, and neither should you. But I'm confident in you to bounce back, man, and I'm wishing you the best moving forward. But it was a rough series. It was a rough series, and you got to think maybe if he picked it up and maybe Paris would play a little bit better.
Pretty close, like
very close.
Yeah.
Even in this map, Fire had another one.
It was another red map, right?
Yeah, it was a 3-1. Yeah. The only map they took the S&D, and you got to think if Paris doesn't make so many mistakes on that first Garrison, they could take that, right? They win the S&D, they go up 2-0.
And then they have a defense and last round control.
Yep, like there's a lot of series here that I could see Paris just absolutely fucking running away with it. So if Paris to me is just like, they're the next Toronto, Ben. I want to see them clutch up some of these games.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like the pieces are there. They just got to keep getting reps and figure out how to get a little bit of that ice. Get it cooking, getting up in the freezer. Maybe with or without. I don't know. I had an analogy in my head.
I don't know, David. What is this guy on about? Up in the freezer.
Know, man. This
guy. He always says he was passing with me the other day, and all he kept saying was, "And here they come, thick and fast. They're coming thick and fast."
I said it like twice, and then
you said it 3 times. You said it 3 times. 3 times you said it.
Put that on a fucking billboard of Ben's face next to it.
I think on the flip side for Dallas, I want to talk about Dallas a little bit. Now that we've gotten enough couple of games of them from the stage, I'm not really sure what's going on with their S&D game. They've been really hot and cold. And as we've talked about, like for these top teams, Chicago and Dallas, like if they want to really have a good chance of beating Atlanta in a best of 5 or especially in a best of 9, they've got to get better in that game mode. You just can't be spotting.
Speaking of that,
Atlanta like that.
Speaking of that, Ben, what's up, Damon?
I was gonna say, like, even based on that round, like you guys just kind of went on, but that round that Ben was talking about, like Dallas had a full B bomb down, and then like instead of like just like picking like, okay, we have all this locked down, let's just hold this, see what happens.
Yeah.
Like Ender ends up dying because he goes back to their spawn and then goes up to the cat and then gives up their spawn flank and picks up something that like really didn't matter.
Yeah.
And they're just like doing too much, it seemed like, but that's the only round I've seen, obviously.
Yeah. No,
I've seen that issue in Moscow. They just try to set these like elaborate pinch plays.
Yeah. When like you already have something set in stone and like just play together, you have it for free and just like, I don't know, work together and trade and see what you can get done.
And it's weird because it's almost like a fundamental thing with Dallas, right? Like sometimes it feels like their fundamentals are off and they're trolling and they're trying to do too much on the map. And you got to think, right? Last year, that was the difference between Dallas and FaZe. Dallas had the fundamentals where FaZe didn't. And now this year, it's the fucking opposite.
The opposite.
It's like FaZe looks unreal. And that's what I wanted to add to what you said, Ben. Nobody looks like they're on FaZe's level right now. No one. Like, FaZe hasn't dropped a series, and when I watch other teams, I just don't see how FaZe loses. Like, nobody...
I would like to comment on something.
Oh, look who it is.
Saints Nato,
we got an emergency in the chat. We got Nato, a.k.a. Saints. How you doing?
Like 5 minutes ago and said nothing.
This guy came out of fucking nowhere. You came out of fucking nowhere.
I'm going to have to agree with Tommy on that one, and I also feel like a part of that reason is Arcedy's joining that team brings like a lot of leadership and like structure to that team.
No, 100% he does.
And
because he loses his shit if they don't play good, if they don't play fundamentally correctly.
Yeah, I think like last year, the obvious, but
like if you thought about their team last year, they lacked. That's what they lacked. But no, like how you guys brought up how they have more structure this year. I think it's literally the main thing is Alec.
Yeah, no, Alec was a perfect fit for that team. Perfect fit. A lot of people were up in the air when they did change, but the thing is, it was a good change. The reason why Alec is such a good fit for that team is because he won champs with Simpanabeezy and they respect him. So whenever he has something to say, when you have players who are as good as Simpanabeezy, it's hard to tell him what to do. But if you're
100%.
Alec, when you're Alec, you could tell him whatever the fuck you want because they won champs together and he's obviously, he led them towards that championship, right? So they respect Alec. So he's definitely a great pickup. We got the Stocksman in the chat, Lamar's cousin, aka Ace. He's talking shit to people. He don't give a fuck. How you doing, Ace? Hope all is well, buddy. Hope the streams are going well.
The only I don't want to say that, Tom, is like Atlanta was unquote the best S&D team in the last game, and they've continued it in this. I just think Alec has helped, especially in the respawns. And this other thing too, which is last year watching FaZe play, I felt like they just struggled to put teams away on respawn maps and just kept teams in the game. Whereas this year, I think they've just been really good at closing out, and that killer instinct that Alec brings, and that like sometimes telling the guys to just breathe deep has really really helped.
No, 100%.
I feel like they're like the scariest team when they're fucking down and the other team's about to win. I swear they always crawl back no matter what.
Yeah, they
FaZe,
turn up,
right?
They turn up.
Yeah, FaZe, like it'd be like, oh, the game's over. The other team needs like 5 points. They need like 80. Next thing you know, you just like watch it happen. Like, oh, here we go, 60. Oh, 20 more points. The game's over. Phase 1. Holy shit.
Yep. No, the thing about that, Damon, is like when FaZe is in a shitty situation, they make it a good situation.
Yeah.
Like when they're spawning out and they need the break, they break. Right? Like they just had the talent to just somehow work a break, and now they're doing it fundamentally the right way. They're spawning people out. They're playing the game the right way. It's like they're using their talent.
They just all seem to have like the same mindset. They're all on the same page, and then obviously they're really fucking good. So it's like the perfect pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah, and it scares me because I watch all these other teams and I said, Maron, who the fuck are gonna beat the? Are we just gonna see FaZe win out this year? If FaZe wins out this year, I'll lose my fucking shit. I'll be mind blown. I'll be fucking mind blown.
Who's close to beating them? Fucking Nick's team?
Yeah,
Paris was the closest one.
It's crazy, man.
And you gotta think
OpTic won game 5 also, but I think
that game 5 was a blowout.
I don't know.
They six
game 5 wasn't close.
And that's the thing. You take them game 5, and now you get the best S&D team in a game 5. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Their game 5 record last year was also insane. I'm really curious what their game 5 record is now. Also to note that Alec, Abizi, and Simp haven't lost a series together since they lost the first best of 5 to Gen G in Miami. So that's like almost 2 years. It's getting close to 2 years.
That's an insane stat. Ben, I always appreciate when you come in here with these analytical stats. That's actually insane.
You could thank Easy Mac for that one.
Maron, that's fucking nuts.
I'd say it is. It is nuts. Like with how this year's went so far already and how many teams have actually lost and the fact that they haven't lost. It's pretty nuts.
That's nuts. That's fucking nuts.
If you look at like their map count compared to like other teams, this is just nuts like in itself, bro. It's
it is. It's nuts. You gotta start thinking.
Like, that's why I had all them FaZe dudes in my tourney teams at the beginning of the year. I was like, Cell, Simp, BZ, what's going on, guys?
It's a no-brainer. And you gotta start thinking, right? We talk about past dynasties with you guys' OpTic team, the Cole team, right?
Yeah.
Now you're starting to think, do we got another dynasty in our hands? You know,
okay, let's slow the roll.
No. I'm not gonna slow the roll. These guys look incredible, guys. I'm serious. We might see a dynasty here. I'm not coming out saying these guys are a dynasty. They're better than OpTic and Cole. I'm saying they could be on their way. They could be on their way.
Here's what I'll say. I think the way that Chicago, Dallas, and Atlanta are set up right now, and yes, there are other teams that go into that top 4 conversation, but those 3 teams the last 2 years have been clearly ahead of everybody else. I think the battle between those 3 teams is going to be super interesting to watch this year again, and the year after, and the year after. I think we're just going to be like a Warriors versus LeBron situation. You know what I mean? Like, or is this going to be a back and forth thing where the teams are just trading chips, or is one team just going to go on a run here? I'm very curious. Just wanted to kind of move the conversation over and get to the next series. Just kind of bridge the gap on this. Schedule for Dallas is really interesting. Paris and Seattle, I guess, are the 2. This group B is a bloodbath, so it's kind of hard to say this.
It really is.
Seattle obviously looked decent, and they took Dallas to the death there. Paris obviously lost them today, but coming up this week, Dallas has got to play Minnesota. We'll talk about Minnesota in a second. I think that game suddenly becomes very interesting. We'll see what kind of Florida we get on April 1st. And that matchup against OpTic, with them losing today, suddenly becomes very interesting in this group.
Yeah.
If one of these teams that are 1-1 can make a run here, and OpTic sort of in that same group, suddenly that conversation of who gets the top 3 seed, which is already going to be kind of nuts in this group. Very interesting if OpTic kind of comes into play there.
Yeah, no, for sure. We can move on to the next series, and this one was unfucking believable. I don't know. I did not expect this. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm in fucking disbelief. I didn't see this coming. I knew Standy was good. I didn't know he was this fucking good. And I don't know what happened with OpTic today. They didn't look like themselves. They didn't look like themselves out there. You know OpTic's better than that. They're fucking better than this shit. They are. And they know it. They're sitting there and they're like, what the fuck did we just do? You know they did.
Give me a second. I want to find the vetoes in this series. I think they may have shown after map 1.
Hey, Damon, I know you know the guys over there. What do you think happened today? They fell apart.
Dude, I mean, I couldn't tell you. And then based on what Ben's saying, I mean, dude, honestly, those maps, okay, other than Garrison, probably, I think they're pretty good maps for OpTic. So in the end, I think OpTic probably played like shit. But I also will say that Minnesota, just with Standy, they looked like they were flowing really good. Like,
yeah,
it
looked like a new team. The pacing seems better.
It looked like they'd been playing fucking forever, honestly.
Yeah, I think the addition of Standy and like putting Priest on the flex role, I think Preston's definitely way more comfortable as a flex in this game. At least that's what it looks like. Yeah, the team obviously before had hella pacing issues. They do look like they flow like hella nice now.
Can we talk about this paces shit? I said this from day fucking one. They pick up a fast player. They move Preston to the ARO.
Everyone knew that. I think everyone knew that.
But I brought Brian Saint on. And he said, I don't know. I think we're making little mistakes.
Yeah, he's not gonna say anything.
Yeah, he's gonna say, I agree with you. Our team's got bad pacing. I mean, that's
true. But Brian Saint was the one who went out, got Standy. So shout out to Brian Saint, man. You know, he good pickup. Good pickup out of Brian Saint. You gotta go to the coaching staff and say, good job. You went out. You got a good player. You guys obviously scouted him through the series, so obviously you guys made a right decision there. And Standy, he looked unbelievable. But OpTic, man, I want to touch on OpTic because even with Standy going off and doing what he was doing, right, it was just an off day for them. They didn't look like themselves.
You could just tell by looking at the games, like they just look like they lost 4.
Yeah, they didn't look right.
One thing before we get to that point, because I had kind of interesting thing of how this veto played out, right? So Minnesota banned. No, this is go
ahead, Ben. Go ahead.
So. Chicago doesn't like to play Garrison. We know that. And Minnesota banned Checkmate. So both.
Wait, these are maps they banned.
These are the maps they banned.
Oh,
so
shit,
Express.
never mind.
So here's my point. If you're Chicago now, in the way this veto series played out, both the new maps were in here and didn't get picked. And I'm very curious how this triple raid happened. We have said on the show before, Tom, that especially in regards to Chicago when they have to play Dallas or Atlanta, you need to be able to have Express or Apocalypse in play because FaZe is gonna have no problem, and same with Dallas squaring up with them on raid. And after this series, if I'm Chicago, trying to expand my map pool is probably priority number 1 here, because if teams start to get better at raid, suddenly their map pool is not as wide, and you can't just rely on individual performance to get by on those maps. A lot of teamwork.
Maybe they're just comfortable on raid. Like I don't know OpTic's thought process through the vetoes, but and if Damon knows, he probably doesn't even want to say it, but I don't
know shit about vetoes, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. They might just like raid. Maybe they just felt comfortable on it. Maybe they felt good to go.
I mean, they've played it a lot.
They played it a lot.
And the thing, I see people putting Lender in the chat, guys. It's not Troy. Guys, Troy
making a decision.
No, I mean he makes the final decision, but I mean,
but he's still asking the players.
But exactly, Troy talks to the players, guys. The coach doesn't come back to the players and go, "Oh, this is what I vetoed." No, that's not what happens, guys. They talk amongst themselves. They go over these maps. They talk about what they want to do. They practice these maps. They go over it the day before. So don't say that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing I do know. They had never lost this on Control, right? Did they lose a raid hardpoint up until this point?
I don't know. I don't know.
They were 0-2 in Search on this map.
Check. Give me a second.
They were undefeated on the Control.
I know Control for sure. I know Search. They never won.
They were 3-1 on raid. So yes, they hadn't lost on raid.
Okay.
Thank you, Ben. We always love Ben coming in with the stats.
Honestly, like you could literally just tell like the way they're playing. It just literally looks like
they were
maybe
flat.
Like the comms were off. The energy wasn't there. Like something
was off. Maybe they had a rough week of practice. It was just an off day. Maybe an off week. I don't know what was going on. Yes, guys, Bruce had a bad series. What are you gonna do? It happens.
It happens.
It's the best players in the world come out and they have bad series. But you would like to think
when you go 4-23 on a map.
You would like to think that it doesn't happen again. Bruce has been consistently phenomenal.
Dude, I got shit on at COD Champs for like 4 days and then popped up on the last day.
That's what I'm saying, David. We know out of all people, some days.
The groove. I mean, it was a little late, but shit.
That's what I'm saying, David. Sometimes you come out, you get fucking worked on, and you go back, you look yourself in the mirror and say, man, what the fuck happened today? I gotta put some cold water on my face and I gotta fucking figure this shit out because I was shit, you know? So Brucey, guys, he's played phenomenal the whole year. It was his first bad series that I've seen from him. So if you're Bruce, you know he's gonna go back, go listen to his playlist, maybe put on some Drake or some shit, and just get going again. Hopefully he does, and they'll be fine. It was just an off day. And then on top of that, you got the fucking honeymoon stage, Minnesota. They all looking good, and Standy, he looked unfucking believable. I can't fucking talk. My voice is gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'd heard that Minnesota was playing really well on scrims the last couple of days, so I was like kind of excited going to this series. And like you touched on earlier, it just seems with Standy, the team makes a lot more sense. It doesn't seem like Preston versus the world, Dylan versus, Attach versus the world. They just, their trades just seem on point. They took advantage of a Chicago team that didn't play their best COD today and really just got a huge series win for them. I know they had 2 previous losses in this group. So moving to 1 and 2 with 3 more games left is super cute for them if they can clutch up here.
They needed this. Really.
2 more games left, my bad.
Yeah, my dad texted me. OpTic got fucking smoked. The fuck happened to them today? Literally word for word. I can't make this shit up. I said, I'm gonna respond. What are you gonna do, Pop? It's not a good day for them. I don't know. I don't know what happened to them, but I want to give some shout out to Accuracy. He looked very good on this first map. In the comms, Lamar in the comms, when they went into their listenings, seemed more confident to me in his voice. I remember when we went on board with their listenings before, and they sounded dead. It sounded like they were whispering call-outs.
Yeah,
it was like
you and I were talking about that on the side.
It's like their comms were like they were non-existent. It's like they had no confidence amongst each other. Like they were done. Like they were fucking done. So maybe Standy, a sign of life to this Minnesota ROKKR guys.
Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Jesus, what?
Yeah, that's like a common phrase. What are you talking about?
Really? That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, it's like a thing that people say a lot.
I've never heard that shit in my life. Have you guys heard that?
All right, fair enough, bro.
I don't know.
I've heard that in my life either, Tommy.
Yeah, okay, no, okay, brother. You're just gonna common phrase about 80. All right, Sam. Okay.
I don't know, Nato. What are you gonna do? I've never heard that, but I trust you, Ben. It's probably a phrase I just don't know. Why is everybody putting Luma in the chat? The fuck did I do? I've never heard it.
If OpTic made like some real key mistakes on this map, it just seemed like they were just losing rotations just kind of straight up. It wasn't like a lot of like mental errors. Let's see.
Yeah, no. This was a blowout. This is a blowout. And again, Bruce 2-11. I mean, it's just like maybe it's a QB. You think he should pull the Craig back out?
I mean, you know what I was gonna say is, well, even when I was watching the match, and even now, bro, they're all saying put the fucking QBZ away. And then I was like paying attention to it, and I'm like, okay. Lamar and Priest are actually both using Kriegs. And when I use the QBZ, I'm sorry, that gun felt like shit compared to the Krieg. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But
listen, all the pros have been saying that the Krieg on 60 hertz is different. Obviously, like I feel like they've been proven right. You've seen people like Clay get some fucking crazy kills with it.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Krieg on 60 hertz is different. A lot of people have been saying it. I mean, obviously, I haven't tried it I haven't seen it myself, but from the looks of it, it looks like it's insane on 60 hertz. So.
No, 100%. It just beams, bro. Like you could fucking beam with that shit, and I feel like it fits Brucey's playstyle, the Krieg. Like I feel like it'll fit him well.
100%. Like unless someone like links me, has there been any series where someone does some crazy shit with the QBZ yet, or like I don't know. I'm not a fan of the gun when I look at it.
I don't know, but I do love the interaction in the chat. You guys are absolutely crazy right now, so thank you for everybody who's joining in.
The only dynamic on that is, and we'll probably get to it at the end of this show, but there's a weapon tuning patch coming, so things may be changing here in the next week or so.
Weapon tuning patch coming, guys. Hot take, Ben. He's letting off some steam.
I'm just stating a fact.
Did they announce that? Did they release it?
Treyarch tweeted all the guns that are going to be
coming back.
Snipers are coming back. Are we gonna see smokes being tweaked a little bit again?
I wish.
What the fuck's happening with smokes?
I actually think this update like might change the game a little bit. So we'll see.
What the fuck's happening with the smokes, Nato? I don't get it. I don't understand. They fixed them, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think I don't think people still want them in.
Why?
I don't know.
Because last time I checked, all these pro players, they want a smoke grenade, and now when the smoke is fixed, they don't want to put it back in.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind having one smoke and search.
I want to see Envoy running around with a fucking smoke grenade again. I like that shit. I want to put one smoke in, and I want to get snipes back in S&D. I think we need snipers in S&D. It's not the same. It's not the same, man.
Before Don joined whatever team he joined after 100 Thieves, he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, play challengers with me. You can break the GAs, use the fucking sniper rifle, do whatever you want." I was like, "Oh." I mean, that's all. I'm not playing without using a sniper. Like, I can't do it.
RCs, you say imagine a smoke in top lane, but there's fucking 25 trophies on the map anyway of top lane.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, who gives a fuck? If you put your trophies down, you can't smoke anything. You know, what are they gonna do?
He's got King Wallbang on his team. We'll just figure out.
And then if they do smoke it, it's only gonna be up for 5. I don't know how long smokes are on the ground, but
Dude,
I mean,
there's a good point. But I don't think we're talking about smokes and respawn, Chris. But that's a good point. Like smokes, especially on the first couple of hills when you're
first P1, you don't have trophies.
Yeah.
All right, you can't throw smokes for the first minute. Let's GA a minute, no smoke. You know what I'm saying? If we could GA snaking for one fucking hill in MW, okay, no snaking, but you could do it on the bar hill on Petrograd. It's okay if you do it that hill, but every other hill you can't snake. Okay, well then don't fucking throw a smoke grenade for a minute. Write it down in the rules. You know what I'm saying?
Is it still only 2 trophies when they're playing?
Yeah, I think it is. It is, right, Nato?
Huh?
2 trophies?
You use 2 trophies?
No, it's 3 trophies a team.
Oh, 3. Okay. Oh, Maron, get the fucking spot. 3 trophies. No wonder why there's a fucking trophy every day. Every fucking corner you turn, there's a fucking trophy there.
You don't see many nade kills, but bro, I swear everyone is like white screen the whole time. You see the little eyeball pop up.
Yeah, no,
I think it's just caster. I think it's just caster for the most part.
Yeah, because even if you barely get hit by it, it pops up, right? The little fucking thing. So I don't know. We'll talk about it later. If anybody from FaZe, Alec, if you want to come in and join us, I would love to talk to you about these smokes. But let's talk about Standy again in this S&E. This guy's all over the fucking map.
Yeah, I mean, OpTic actually got out to a good start in this map. I think they got up either 2-0 or 3-0. And I was like, okay,
3-0,
well,
and then they forgot about mid-map.
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
Map control.
That's a tough one.
They forgot about map control.
Dude, I think they get bullied middle, like, by Standy and Attach, like, the rest of the game.
Yeah, no, Standy was just, dude, I don't know. This guy, he's finding time. You know what's crazy is, like, he's a rookie coming up against OpTic, right, on his first debut, and this guy looked like he didn't give a fuck. This guy was all over the map. This guy was pushing stuff out.
We see a lot of rookies get nervous against.
Honestly, he was playing really confident.
Yeah, he was.
And
that was like the main thing with me. The main thing was I know Standy's good. It's just about whether he's gonna come out confident or not. You got people in the chat talking about online. You think online You think if the green wall is chanting at this Standy guy, fucking roasting him and shit, every time he dies, the chat goes, whoa, like, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if that would have played a factor, but you got to give it to the kid because he looked confident as fuck.
Hey, Ben knows my opinions on all of those thingies. That's what we talked about the one night. Now, okay. Now.
What, the crowd?
No, just online and everything, but like none of it matters because I mean, given the circumstance, it don't fucking matter right now.
Somebody goes, that bitch would cry. Take it easy.
My opinion would be the other way, but it does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
We're now.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Regardless, there's a lot of viewers on the stream. There's a lot at stake. Everybody's watching. There's still pressure, guys. It's not like they.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't go in and just like, yo, I got my chance.
Yeah.
Fucking, I get shit on. Like, it's okay.
Yeah, no. Like, there's a lot of pressure on these young guns that are coming in. So, shout out to Standy. This guy looked unbelievable. He looked confident. I just miss hearing that crowd. I miss hearing that roar. That shit used to get me going.
I think,
you know what I'm saying?
Everyone does for the most part.
It's just a different atmosphere, man. Different atmosphere, different energy. I miss snipes and S&D. Somebody pops a crazy snipe and you hear the boos and everybody going fucking nuts and shit. Like that I love that stuff. Remember in London when the crowd went crazy in London? Remember when the fuck LG? What did they say? I don't remember.
What do we think of LG?
Yeah, shit.
What do we think of
shit? Fucking crazy,
LG, you know, that shit was nuts. That shit was nuts. I love that. I absolutely love that. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll get it back one day. But what are you going to do?
We'll get it back if people continue to wear masks and social distance and get the vaccine, and life will get back to normal.
Oh, politician Ben, thank you. We're going to stay. We're going to stay. I want to stay on board on this map. Standy, I don't know how they were letting him, like what Damon said, that you were just letting him run through mid-map. I don't get it.
Some of the rounds, I'm pretty sure that, like, on offenses, OpTic doesn't even go middle, I think.
Which is weird. You know,
here. Oh, there you go. Look.
Yeah, they just split apart. What is
I mean,
Minnesota
given nobody's middle this round, but, like, god damn.
Do they go for a rush plan here? They do, right?
I think Lamar gets someone.
Oh, boy, he goes right for it. He picks somebody, I think. Lamar
definitely gets a pick. I think.
Yeah, he does. He gets one on Bruce. So that pick right there is huge. Bruce going down right there is
a lot
big.
of the rounds, dude. There were a couple rounds where, I mean, even the chat was pointing out, it was like OpTic just like gave a free blood within like the first 30 seconds, like of just like a running.
They win this round. I mean, they still win this round, so they're good.
This round, really?
Yeah, no, they won this round. So OpTic, they tie it up, and then this is where, or they go up 4-2, and this is where they fall apart. They fall apart here. Standy starts running all over the map. I don't know what the hell was going on. Standy's 6-3 right now, and he ends up with like what, 13 or 14 kills or some shit, some crazy shit.
Yeah,
which is nuts. And I don't even know what the kid was doing. This is I noticed a difference in Dylan today. Did anybody else notice a difference in Dylan? This guy was playing aggressive. He was all over the map.
I thought Dylan was playing a bit faster, and I always say he don't fucking move.
Yeah, he's playing good.
He was right up there with him.
Dylan looked phenomenal again. Dylan's looked phenomenal all year, but now it just looks like he's playing on another pace. He has Standy next to him, and it looks like they're working off each other really well. It's exactly what you want to see, guys, if you're a Minnesota fan, because they have looked absolute shit, and now they look phenomenal.
Jesus.
What, you want me to sugarcoat it?
That's what I was saying earlier.
They look great now.
Like no matter what, they just look like they flowed a lot better today.
They did.
Regardless.
They all look good too. Lamar played great. Dylan played great per usual. Preston looked way more comfortable on the AR. Arsta. You already know. And then you got Standy coming out high, young gun, making plays. That was crazy timing right there. They fucking went around the pillar. They literally ran by each other. So
look at number 7, number 3 here.
And Envoy, bro, he could have made a play here. Envoy could have made a play. He shot his gun too early. He should have lined up a kill or something. He panicked. And he shot, but he had two because he ran by Standy. He probably didn't even know it. They weren't even watching their backs. He could have picked up a couple kills and maybe clutched. This would have been a huge round. The big go up 5-2. Standy, he challenges out. He's feeling himself. There was one round Standy just runs out mid map and pops a 2-piece ring, and I said, how the fuck does that happen? I think
this round. This one right here.
This was nuts. What the fuck was that?
Dude,
I've never seen this.
Instant. They must have lined up. There's no way.
Yeah, they did. He threw a nade
he lined up.
them.
They lined up. They lined up
behind them, and then they stacked.
But it looks like they're not even looking at mid. They're not. Like they're not even looking at it. They're not even looking at it, which is weird. Maybe they just thought. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. That was weird. That's a very weird round. And then at this point, right off the rip, it's over. Right, 10 seconds in,
I think their intention was to push the ring right there, but they got naded, so they couldn't push. And then
they like chilled. Yeah. It's just
you still gotta pick up archers.
Yeah, it's like you would like somebody ring needs to pick up pillars, and then somebody like art here could just watch the push, so they don't get pushed.
And I mean, most of the time when you play raid, like the defenders aren't gonna push blue van most of the time. You have 3 trophies on the team. You get ring, throw it down, and then fucking turn and look at mid, right? Like
And right here, Minnesota clutch is so dashy. Big off the rip. He's going to be able to take down Lamar there in that top bedroom area. And now we're left right off the rip in a 3v4 situation for Minnesota. They force this plant down, and I love this play. We know how good it is when you get the bomb down, especially on raid, and Standy. He plays a very good corner here. This is I saw Sid playing this a little bit. This is a Challenger's elite corner. I see the Challengers players playing this a lot.
Do you like how Bruce played this, where he got that pick and then he just continued to play passive and A because he didn't really have any info?
OpTic kind of gave him like full map.
Yeah, they basically could have just pushed out and got water stairs.
I don't know why they don't have eyes. Like nobody's throwing shoulders. Like nobody's getting information. It looks like they're scared. It looks like they're scared. And which is why it just seems like an off day for OpTic. They get first blood. It's like just use your numbers and push something out. Throw a shoulder. See if you could get some information. Figure out where they're going. Instead, you give them a free bomb plant. You give up map control, and now Minnesota, they're all over the map. You got Standy, he's been map. You got a guy top art. All Standy needs to do is get 1 kill here, and now they don't know where he's going to go. He could go anywhere now. You don't know where he runs into kitchen. They probably call him out kitchen, and then he doubles back. So he juked the kill cam, right? He probably calls him out running kitchen. He comes back. Yeah. Dylan gets 1, and Standy comes to help him, and bada bing, bada boom.
Wait, go Minnesota. Back real quick to when they when they were about to plant the bomb.
Look, Damon. They're not even looking. They're not even looking at anything.
Matt is playing jungle, looking.
He's looking at the outer. He's looking at outer. I think, like he's holding his outer push.
Yeah.
And then I think number 3 is holding the cross.
Like I just feel like if I kill Lamar over at A, based on like this whole map, I know he's probably there alone. Like they just should have done a lot more.
Mm-hmm. You want like.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you can go. You can go, Ben. What are you gonna say?
I was about to say that's why I felt like Bruce could have like tried to push up and maybe get outside bed, maybe try to hit a long flank, but they just like you're right. Like they never threw shoulders. They weren't trying to get constant info.
Nothing.
It's like at this level you can't give people free plants, even if you're in a 4v3, because one kill could trade, one kill or kill trade could change everything.
You get a blood. You have numbers. Well, use your numbers and throw some shoulders. See where people are. If they push you, you have numbers. Just try and work some trades. I mean, at this point, you can't let them get the beat bomb down like that. You can't. You got to throw some shoulders. You got to make sure that you have eyes on bomb just so you can back them off and get some information. So now Dashy can make a move on the pinch. So somebody, whoever's jungle, can push up a little bit. Like if they throw a shimmy and they see two guys ring, everybody on OpTic moves. They get more information. They just got no info. No information at all. And Minnesota just took full advantage of it. And now they go up 5-4 back on the defensive side. And it's all over after this. They wouldn't hear
like a mid-map thing was this, and then last round, like OpTic just had no control for the second half of the game, really.
Yep, no control. And then I think Standy goes down here.
They all get down mid stairs for free. Like you could even just sit Zig, and like I mean I don't know why you would do that, but like they had to figure something out.
Yep, and they didn't even look mid. Like whoever hit like straight to that water fountain wasn't even looking mid. I think it was Envoy. It's like they just gave it up and they weren't even looking at it. 2 rounds in a row now, they weren't even looking at mid. So maybe just a miscommunication or just an off day, man. Hunter decision making from OpTic, but Minnesota, they took full control of it. They capitalized on OpTic's weak setups. They did. So you gotta wonder if OpTic's gonna go back to the drawing board now and maybe try and change things up a little bit. The respawns I don't want to look too much into because I still think OpTic's the top respawn team in the game. They just had an off day, but the S&Ds, some of these setups look a little shaky, some of their decision making, but now Dashy, he's left in a 1v2 situation. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. If you're Minnesota, man, all you need to do is throw some shoulders, figure out where they are, and that's exactly what they did. They closed it out. Great plays out of Standy. Look at him. He's all smiles. He looks like he's 13, but his gameplay is 18. This guy's on another level. Unbelievable plays from Standy, and then OpTic, they look defeated. I'm gonna be honest. They look defeated.
I'm looking at the S&D numbers right now, Tom, and we're still early. These teams have still played them in like 13 and 12 S&D maps. But I'm looking specifically like what's the breakdown here and why OpTic is 5-8 in this game mode. They're at the bottom, near the bottom on offensive win percentage. They're not getting a lot of first bloods in these situations and capitalizing. It just seems like they're not aggressive early enough to make these situations advantageous to them and just not making good decisions.
Yeah.
The phase numbers are total outliers. I don't even want to bring those up, but just compared to the pack, OpTic's not in the middle, which they need to at a minimum if they want to start winning these maps.
No, for sure. And then what happened in the control? Standy again has a big map in the control. I don't really know what. And at this point, right, you got to think.
Minnesota, they won an offense.
Yeah, the third round, right? It was an offense. They go up 2-1.
Yeah, they traded defenses, so I think it's the third round.
It was the third round. Go to the third round. I'm curious to see how it fell apart for OpTic on their defense because if I remember correctly, I think OpTic had control, and then all of a sudden they just die. They lose. I don't know what it was.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. I think Minnesota said fuck going around laundry, went through kitchen and just they like jumped out money. Lamar like killed a guy midair with the headshot, and they killed like all of OpTic.
Somebody in the chat said accuracy did good. Talk about that. I've talked about Lamar already. I brought it up his name 2-3 times. Pay the fuck attention. It's like school. Are you paying attention? Are you sleeping in class, kid? Wake up. Wake the fuck up. Lamar, he played phenomenal. He played great. Shout out to Lamar. He played good. Pay attention, chat. Pay attention. School class is in session. Okay. Send that kid at Ben. Write him up. Send him to the fucking principal.
Oh, they did go around. Oh.
Send
him to the fucking principal.
It doesn't look like they did.
Throw him in the channel with soap. Throw him to the principal. Principal soap.
The double pinching.
I think it might be this.
Right here, I think, Ben. Right here.
Yeah, I was trying to watch this OpTic setup. So do 2 guys bed.
I like this setup. They're stacking bed because they know how important bed control is.
I don't know if I like the setup though. What is Envoy like? But they watch. Well, like what is Envoy watching though?
He's playing his life.
Yeah, but does he need like you have 2 guys pushed out bed, right? You have a guy watching kitchen. The only lane you don't have is the full flank. Envoy's not watching.
Let it play out. Let it play out. Let it play out.
I don't know. Either way, I feel double bed makes no sense. Like a team's never gonna full hit that. Do you really need to?
The double bed setup's pretty good. It just the setup would work if Envoy was like playing the tree or like L and knew if they were full flanking.
But the thing is too,
because they get in their base for free. They kill the guy.
You got two bed, but they're also not working together, right? Formal he challenges out, he gets picked, and then Dashy's here by himself. So you want to maybe see some crossbars, but Dylan Envoy, he makes a good play. He fills it in.
Get shot in the back from kitchen right there, like Seth was just.
He did,
bro. Like that's just all comms right there. I feel like, bro. Like there's no way Seth doesn't know that they can come from laundry and shoot him in the back. Like there's just no way.
Well, they didn't have anyone watching.
There was no one there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like that just comes to
comms
comms at that point. Like, how does he not know that he can get shot in the back right there? Like,
I don't know.
Part of it is
either someone didn't say it or someone said they have it.
Good point. I know it's a good point.
Like that's just all in-game.
I mean,
comms
somebody. I feel like nobody said they had it.
It has to be.
Somebody needs to pick up on the comms and be like, "Yo, laundry is wide open. They're spawning in their spawn. They can hit a route ring. We know people like to do it all the time."
Like
you know why I think they play it like this, even though it doesn't really make sense. I think it's Bruce and fucking Matt. Both their ARs are up there.
Yeah, they are. That's true.
I think Envoy like might have just been like, "Fuck, I have a sub." Like, I don't know if I want to go play this, but I mean, it might have been better though for the info. But
what play is this?
No.
Is this how they win? Because they get.
I don't know. But you gotta let it play out, Ben. I'm getting a fucking headache.
All I know is Lamar jumps out of money or something.
Let it play out so I can see what happens.
I see how this happened. Okay, so this is a little bit of
my brain keeps going like I keep dissecting the play, and then he rewinds it, and my brain shoots back, and then I keep doing it back and forth, and I'm losing my head's in circles.
So this is a weird situation. So Scum plays a corner here. He gets a kill.
Yeah, I saw it 25 times. He gets a kill. He tries to trade.
Envoy goes to flank middle map again, and by doing that, now wrapping back, they get two guys in the kitchen.
All right, let it play. Just let it play. Let it go. Let it go. The Envoy tries to pinch mid map. He dies. Scum come off spawn. They know they're in kitchen here, but he doesn't check it. He doesn't check the corners. Stanley picks up a kill. At this point, it's just, dude, the communication seems off.
Yeah.
OpTic is having an off day. They don't look right today. They don't look right today. They just don't look right.
Yeah.
They made this was very easy for Minnesota. Great job by Minnesota. They're capitalizing on mistakes that OpTic's making, and that's what you want to see out of them. Standy goes big right here. Picks up a big kill. Smokes the guy money window. He jumps up and pushes out this cut, and he's able to pick up one more and come stack the point. Like great plays. He ends up getting another one here on basketball. Good plays out of Standy. He slides out, gets another one. Like that's phenomenal plays out of the kid. You got to give it to Standy. He got a couple kills to get on the site. He pushed out kitchen, pushed out LOL, got a kid, came back. They stacked the point. Now OpTic, they're forced. They got to run. The point's going up quick. They got to go. And this was just a big win here. Honestly, that money, when you're in money window and you're looking down at those people, it's actually kind of a hard gunfight. I'm not going to lie.
They're trying to find them.
Yeah, like I feel like Standy, usually the person with the higher up has the advantage, but I feel like in that gunfight right there, Standy has the advantage. So just good plays. Tough shot for Bruce. It's hard to get people down there. I don't know what it is. But I noticed that when I be playing league play.
The money window head glitch is good though to get people crossing.
No, money window is a good spot to come from. But when people are in that corner and they're looking up at you from money window, for some reason there's something about that gunfight that's just like weird. I'd rather be low. I don't know why, but I would. It just feels right. But back on board, then they go on the defensive side and they close it out. 3-0.
Yeah, I think Minnesota rolls them on this.
3-0, mind blowing. And it's phenomenal to see for Minnesota, because we've been saying it all year long that Minnesota has so much talent and they're not putting it together, and maybe they need to see a change, and to see them playing like this is great. More competition. Teams are getting better. So this is exactly what you want to see. Everybody playing good alongside. You hear that, class? Who's the kid in the chat? Everybody playing good on the side of Minnesota. And they were all hyped up, right? And if you're OpTic, what are you gonna do? You know,
you had a bad day. Every team's gonna have one of those series like that this year. Just gonna make it one instance and not more than that. I'm trying to pull up. So Minnesota, they've got to play Dallas again this week. That's a huge match.
Big win today, though.
And then a winnable series against Seattle. So if you're Minnesota and you can go 2-0 this week and finish 3-2, like that might get you into winners. It's not gonna get you first in this group. That's probably going to Dallas at this point.
Yeah, no,
but
big
if you get
plays.
This third seed. Who's second seed right now in Group A? Probably Thieves or New York, right? That's who they play round one.
Probably.
Yeah, FaZe is undefeated, so it's definitely New York or Thieves. I mean, that's the way Minnesota's playing right now, man. Like, if they can just keep the momentum going, like they're on a good path right now to getting a nice top 6, top 4 higher placing.
Nah, for sure. Do we have matches for tomorrow?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Pull them up. Let's do some predictions. I'm sure we got some good ones. Who do we got tomorrow? We got some good matches tomorrow stream or what? Who do we got? We gotta have some good ones. Bada bang, bada boom. Another day of 2 matches. Okay.
These matches I don't think are as good as today.
They're okay. The reason
challenger teammates going at it.
Yep, you got the Paul X versus Venom duo, right? I mean, these are gonna be great to watch because you got LA Thieves with their new guy Venom going up against London, who looked good last week after picking up Paul X. So you want to see them do it again. So this first series is gonna be great.
Actually, no bullshit.
This first series is going to be great to watch. And then we got New York versus LAG. LAG looked shaky last week. But
I think I picked London to win this series, I think.
Oh,
I did a show yesterday. I think I picked them.
Interesting. So Damon's got London. You got a map count on that? You want to put a map count on it?
And I said a map count probably. Let's just go with maybe I said 3-2. I said 3-2 or 3-1 maybe.
Cool. I'm going to go with 3-1 100 Thieves. I think 100 Thieves for some reason is going to come out hot. I think Venom's going to have a big day. I think he's going to come out and fry. I think he's going to be doing his thing. What do you think, guys? Ben, Nato?
I think I got 3-2 Thieves. We're seeing Venom for the first time. I think they've been looking, from what I've been told, pretty decent in scrim. So curious to see how they play in Search, but they should have enough talent on their team to take this over London in Game 5.
Yep, for sure. Is Nato still in here?
But is he gonna play Slashers Call of Duty, Ben?
That's the number one question for anyone.
I think that's what I said on the show.
You did say that. Yeah. You said it today on the show today.
Oh yeah, today.
Yeah, you said it today. I was watching the OpTic show and you mentioned it. You mentioned that they're playing Slashers COD. So
I mean, they have all the fucking talent.
They do have the talent. We'll see. Maybe Slashers COD is good COD. Maybe it's not. It hasn't been working for them yet. We'll see. We'll see if they can put it together. If they can't put it together, guys, you got to start thinking what's going to go on here, right? They've had the same core 3 now for about a year and a half. They bring in a new young gun to try and get some honeymoon vibes in there. Maybe bring some fresh talent, some energy to the team.
Yeah, they got the new guy. Just fucking loosen up or something over there.
Maybe they need to fucking take a shot or something. A fucking
bro,
shot of alcohol.
The game.
You know what I'm saying? They need to do something, Damien. Maybe they need to go rub one out. Maybe they need to get a massage. I don't know, but they got to do something.
I mean, at this point, this is I don't know, almost the last straw. I
don't know.
I think Venom could do it. We'll see.
I think Venom's a good player. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that whole team that they played on, I don't remember their name.
My thought process is I'm still very confused why Draza wasn't on this team to begin this year. And I think they're still trending in that situation. I want to see how this team plays going forward. I think Venom's nasty, watching him play in Challengers the last 2 years. I think he's got the tools to, just like Sandy, be a great player at this level. But skill was not the problem with this team before. It's can they put it together with the teamwork when they're playing top teams. I expect them to put away London, but that's not the bar for this team. They want to be OpTic.
It was their comms, right? Wasn't it their comms they said?
Yeah, they mentioned it. Yeah. Yep, they mentioned their cons are very off. I know Austin made that very prominent. He said their cons are off. So maybe Venom. I heard Venom has good comms. I heard he comes in. I heard he's kind of like a facilitator type player. I don't really know how true that is. But I'm excited to see what he could do, and he's fit right in. He's already down here, right? He's down here in Texas. I saw him doing content with the guys, so maybe they're getting their chemistry up. I'm sure they went out to dinner and they talked, and they're ready to go, man. They asked him, they asked Venom today, what do you think of your boss, Mr. Shot? And he said, who's Mr. Shot? I said, oh, my own. He doesn't even know Nate Shot.
Oh, no.
He doesn't even know who the fuck Nate Shot is, the GOAT, the legend, the icon. What are you going to do, Venom? Come on. You got to know who your boss is. Maybe it's because they said Mr. Shot. Maybe he threw him off a little bit.
I've never heard that one.
I never heard that either. But I do like that. I do like Mr. Shot.
Thieves, I mean, shit, I'd probably know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
he
John
didn't know.
Robinson. Who's Mr. Shot? I don't know.
I don't know. But and then we'll see what happens there. I'm excited for that series. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. And then we got the T-Mobile 5G weekly drop. We got the New York Subliners versus LAG, the Los Angeles Gorillas. What do you guys think?
I mean, I got New York 3-1. LAG's a weird team to me, man. It's so hard to read this team. They looked good when Cross was in the rotation, and it didn't look good last week. So I have no idea what to expect for this team. We know that Reese is good. Reese Vivid's good. The other 3 players on the team, it's always very questionable with them. Want to see a little bit more from Salt, Sully, and Apathy if they want to stay.
You know what they're missing, Ben? They're missing Patty P.
Oh, hot take coming in from Damon. We need to get Aches back in the game.
Get Vivid out, Patty P back in.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that one, David. What the fuck does Pat do these days?
Yeah, where is Pat? We haven't heard from him.
The fuck is he doing? Is he gambling? He's doing the stocks?
I can't tell you.
Is he roubetting it up? Like, what's going on
The
here?
fuck is he doing, man? I gotta get Pat on the phone and see what this guy's doing. Maybe we can get him on the flank.
You see him on the flank.
Of course, the Stocksman's in here. Did somebody say stocks? We hear you loud and clear. I do have Dylan attached coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen. He's on his way. We're gonna get him on the show. We're gonna talk to him about his big win today. I just reached out to him and he said he's on his way back to his apartment to give him a few minutes. So let's get a attach.
Yeah,
big
so that's
W.
like a 15-minute, knowing Dylan, but it's all good.
Big W in the chat for attach coming on. This is very last minute. I told him to join up. So that's gonna be awesome. We'll get his opinions on things, but I'm gonna go with a 3-1 New York. I can see LAG maybe taking a map, but it's either gonna be 3-0 or 3-1. So I'm going with my guys. I got the New York Subliners. Damon, who you got?
Yeah, I want to say I said like a 3-0 or 3-1 for the Subliners, and I think I also said it was like some along the lines like when Clay does really fucking good, they like win pretty convincingly. But when he doesn't, they're pretty damn shaky. But I still think they're no matter how he performs, they're good enough to be gorillas.
Yeah, I agree, David.
I don't know what's going on over there.
I agree, David. What up, Dylan? We got matches tomorrow, Dylan. We got LA Thieves versus the London Royal Ravens. We got New York Subliners versus LAG. Damon was just saying how he thinks when Clay's on the top of his game that New York is a really good team. I agree. Clay looks phenomenal so far. He looks great.
Yeah, he's been absolutely frying. Clay's been different this year. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he's been different. He's been doing his thing. I don't know what the fuck he's eating over there, but I need some of it.
Same. I'm about to go drive to his house.
But Dylan, great job today, kid.
Thank you, brother.
You look great.
Yeah, I was really proud of the team. I mean, we only had 2 days of practice, and like one of the days Eli just flew in, so he
absolutely
he had and then we stayed up till like midnight last night just catching him up on like some of our strats and stuff and going over stuff. So I knew we were gonna play good going into this series because like I just felt good. Our scrims have been going like amazing. Like we've been 100-point clubbing a lot of people and just like holding setups and making the game so much easier on each other. So I knew we were gonna play well, but I didn't know we were going to play that well, and it definitely feels good, but it's just the beginning, and we just got to get better.
Yeah, no, I was texting you a little bit. We were going back and forth, and obviously Standy has fit into the team really well. And it's really good to see because, you know, Vinny's been saying this for years, Dill.
He has.
Vinny's been saying this for 4 years,
Tommy's
guys.
Cousin.
4 years ago.
Tommy Zooma's cousin, Vinny.
Standy, Vinny's been, bro, and people, the pros used to roast him. The pros used to roast him.
Literally since World War II, he's like, dude, Standy's top 10 in the game right now. And I'm like, I've never heard of Standy before, but it all comes full circle. And
Isn't
now
that crazy? That is fucking nuts, Dill.
It is nuts.
My little cousin every day would be like, dude, pick up Standy. I'm telling you, this guy's like, my little cousin would be, he was like 15 years old at the time. Standy, man, this guy's Standy. He's incredible, Tom. You got to pick him up. And I was like, who is this guy, Vin? Who the heck is this guy? And now this guy finds himself on one of the best teams in the league, and they're doing great. You guys look great today, Dill. You guys looked like you were just the pace looked better. You guys just looked better as a whole. I'm gonna be honest. You guys look you guys look great.
Thank you. Yeah, no.
How did it feel to win that first hard point? To come out and just smoke a hard point like that?
Yeah, no. The hard points, of course, have been a struggle for our team. But like, while we've lost those, a lot of them have been super close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, we just made a couple mistakes, and I feel like when we played today, like we just didn't do too much. We just team shot with each other, had good setups, had some good breaks, and then the game just felt so like
smooth,
simple, and smooth. Like it wasn't anyone doing anything crazy, but like we just played it like a team should play it, and it was nice and smooth.
Yeah, no, it looked a lot smoother just from watching it. That's what I was saying in the team speak. I said they just look like they're in a rhythm right now, and that's exactly what you want to see when you added Standy to the team. And now you have Preston, who looked more comfortable, right? You got Arsta. He's looking great. Arsta's looking good.
Preston, I feel like he's definitely wanted to like run an AR, but of course with our old team he couldn't really do it. So him switching to that role, and I think he's just gonna get better and better because I mean he's only had 2 days of practice doing that. So I'm sure there's still a lot more to learn to really perfect that role. But Preston's just, how Preston, he's just super talented, and any gun he's going to use, he's going to be frying. So I think I'm expecting big things out of him the rest of the season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like Priest, he hasn't been like Priest this year, and like I feel like this is the thing that's gonna like have him be who he is. Like we fucking know he's nasty, man, and like I feel like he hasn't like been able to do that yet this year, and it's like Tommy said. I was like, dude, you guys looked fast, you looked together. Like you guys looked like you'd played for fucking a month already.
You guys look like a different team, Dill. I'm gonna be honest. You guys look like a completely different team.
100%. It's a different energy, and I gotta definitely gas up Eli or Standy.
Dude, he looked great.
Yeah, he played really well, but he is really smart. Like he talks a lot. Like usually, if you're like the new guy joining a team, you won't really be too outspoken or say anything and trying to like make up strats and different plays and stuff. But he is very confident in his gameplay. He's a smart player. He's of course very talented, but he's very smart, and that caught me off guard of how much he is like, how disciplined he is. So
yeah, it caught you off guard because all the pros be calling him a fucking idiot. That's why it caught you off guard, because even when I used to bring up his name, everybody used to be, that guy's an idiot. That guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, that's how it is when
that's how it always is when they come up.
Bro.
And I'm always sitting here like, what do you mean this guy makes plays? That guy looks pretty smart to me. So
I'm not gonna lie, when I was playing in challengers, I mean we beat his team, but he was like the only one who was a pain in the ass, man.
He's annoying to play against. He is. I used to play because he's obviously good friends with Vinny, right? So I just play 1v1 hard. I would play 1v1 hard points with him, 1v1 free for alls and stuff. I said, Standy, kid, you're pretty good. He couldn't fuck with me, but he's pretty good. But he's
no one can fuck with you.
That's what I'm saying. Healthy Tom, it was hard to keep up. I'm gonna be honest with you. But he looked good. I mean, Eli, he's a force, man, and I'm so happy to see him in the league. I'm a huge fan of Eli, and he's got my respect. He's got my respect for sure, and I'm excited to see what he could do moving forward. And just good job, Dylan. Good job to you guys. You guys look phenomenal. Hey, Dylan, you always got my support, man. Right? Like I'm always supporting. Always supporting.
We always got
Dylan was looking like a rabbit today, not a turtle.
Yeah, bro, Dylan, you were all over the map, Dylan. You were pushing shit out. You were crazy. You look good. You look really good.
Man. I finally was set free, man. I was just able to do whatever I got to do. I'm jumping at people, just doing damage. I'll take that.
That's what we love to see.
It feels good. It feels good.
I love it, dude. I love it. Well, that was a great show. We're gonna answer some questions before we do end the flank, guys. But shout out to Damon and Dylan.
I appreciate you guys having
for coming on. We have Saints in here as well. Nada, where the fuck you go?
Wait, Damon.
I had to handle some business, man.
It's all right.
I have a question for Damon. Wait, did you actually? I didn't watch it, but did you say that ROKKR was gonna 3-0 OpTic on like the OpTic podcast?
Dude, nah. People were saying it.
Oh, I saw like a tweet.
I don't think it was. I think it was like fucking whoever they play on Sunday or Saturday.
Oh.
Like I did it as a joke, but I don't think it was you guys. It might have been you guys.
I
said they get 3-0'd by someone.
The GOAT supporting us. We good?
Yeah, no, that's absolutely crazy. But Nada, welcome back. You got something important to do?
Yeah, I had to handle something.
All right, what are you gonna do? All right, do we got some questions in the chat for Dylan, Damon, Nato, me, Ben? Anybody got some questions? What's going on, guys? The chat's pretty popping right now, man. Let's get a Zoomaa. I like that. Appreciate that. Why is Standy such a stud? This guy's all over the place. What are you gonna do?
Yo, Standy actually doesn't believe that I'm 24. He thinks I'm 21.
Really?
I'm like, dude, I'm 24. He's like, no way, you look 21.
Dude, is he old enough to be in the league?
Yeah,
He's
Standy
19,
looks
bro.
young as fuck.
He looks so young. He does look so young. But then again, I look so young, so I can't really say anything.
Somebody said, what do you want to see from the weapons tuning? What do you think, Dill, since you're playing in the league right now? What do you think about the weapon tuning that's coming up?
I think it's gonna be honestly very interesting, because if the AK-74U isn't the meta, I don't know what's gonna be the meta. Like apparently the Milano's getting a lot of big buffs, and who knows? Like is it gonna be the MP5 back?
We run the LC10 or whatever that thing's called.
We use the DLC guns now. Like, dude, the meta's gonna get crazy for sure, and I'm excited to figure it out.
Hey, I appreciate the love in the chat, guys.
I don't know. Somebody said,
little guy.
The one impression.
Somebody said, what makes you so much more comfortable in your role now at attach? You look pretty comfortable all year, to be honest. But do you feel a difference on the map now with Standy?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know how to really explain it, but I feel like this whole year I was like making really good decisions and like the right plays on the map. Of course, sometimes it always wouldn't reflect in the stat, because like if your hill gets broken, it doesn't matter the plays you made beforehand. And then I just feel like Standy's also taking a lot of routes. I'm taking routes when he's not, and we just have really good synergy. And then sometimes like he's frying and I'm frying and we're team shotting, and like we're just working together so well. Like I think even today it was pretty crazy how it worked out. I think he went like 23 and something, and I was 15 and 12, like, but I had 200 more damage than him, which means like we were just team shooting everything and like working together. And I don't care. I don't give a fuck who gets the kill. I don't give a fuck who gets the kill as long as we hold the setup and get the time. That's all that matters to me. So like that. It just feels good to have that good teamwork, especially with like your SMG duo and then of course the rest of your teammates.
Yeah, for sure. I have a clip in the chat that somebody just linked me. They told me to take a look at this. CDL Intel. I haven't seen this, so I don't know what this is. The caption was GG's Standy, and then this was the clip. So let's tune in.
Get a day off. We have to play every
COD Intel. What a guy.
We love COD Intel.
Yeah, that'll be good. Standy will be good. Yeah. Hopefully. It's only his debut. Every pro will be watching.
Every pro is going to be watching.
It would suck if he didn't play up to his expectations.
Yeah.
It would suck.
It would.
I think that's
Yo, Matt the Cloud.
That is fucking hilarious.
That is so unintentionally funny sometimes.
only like 100.
I mean, he didn't really say anything bad. You know, he's just fucking around. Matt was just fucking around. I mean, I don't think this is, you know, anything crazy.
We need more of that. We need more of that in the community. Like, obviously, Matt probably doesn't even know Eli, but he's just talking shit, makes it more fun, makes more people want to watch the match. And then if OpTic would have won, they probably would have been roasting us if they didn't win. So all the people roasting them now. Like, we need more of that shit to make the game, the community just more fun.
Yeah, it just makes it more fun.
That's how COD was back in the day, and like, I feel like it was definitely more exciting for just overall the players and the fans. Like, it gives people something to talk about. And
like when
it's not it doesn't even happen that much.
We need Ben in a clown outfit.
We do.
Yo, imagine.
Ben in a clown outfit.
Imagine Ben came on with one of those nose that squeaks when you press it. You know what I'm talking about? But we got another question in the chat. Do you think OpTic can bounce back and be a top team after today? Come on, of course.
They can, but
what kind of question?
They do have to start getting better at
search. Without a doubt.
And the other point, which is like, if you look at Atlanta's map pool and Dallas's map pool, they're much bigger than Chicago. They need to be willing to expand, get good at Express, get good at Apocalypse. That'll be very helpful.
Obviously, super early to tell, but I'd love to know what you guys think about the Dallas versus ROKKR match with Empire having super close matches and not really dominating anyone, and how Minnesota played today. I think it's a toss-up. Wait, are you guys playing Dallas coming up, or what's going on?
Yeah, we play Dallas on Sunday.
Okay, so I mean, dude, you guys look better, and you beat them already this year. So it's gonna be a good series.
It's pretty funny. We have 4 wins this season, and 2 of those 4 wins were OpTic and Dallas, like 2 of the top 3 teams in the game. And then like we lose to all the teams that people call quote unquote like average or mediocre. So it's just weird how that works.
That's why Tommy and I would be on this show every day, being like, we see the ceiling of your team, Dylan. We were just waiting for that floor to come up, and now it feels like you guys are there, and you're just gonna kick on from here and be a real contender.
Yep. Yeah, somebody in the chat. Nato, are you here?
Yo.
We got a question for you. What the fuck happened to your team yesterday? Somebody wants to know.
It was honestly like no big deal, to be honest. It's like nothing really.
Deal.
What happened?
It's probably something I shouldn't talk about on stream.
Okay.
But don't talk about it.
I could talk to you about it like afterwards.
All right, bet. We'll talk about it after.
On what he just said, I kept saying on like the OpTic show, like every week when we do like the predictions, I was like, bro, like Minnesota, man, like they were like my 4th team, like outside of OpTic, Atlanta, Dallas. And I was like, bro, they haven't won a hard point yet.
I know, man. It's stressful.
Like they're that close and they haven't won a hard point. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even saying when I asked Dylan how to feel to win that first hard point. It wasn't even that because you guys haven't won a hard point. It's like you guys came out and fried. Right?
Yeah, that was the first time we've ever 100 point clubbed up team.
Like you said, like so many of your hard points, you guys could have closed out. Like you guys weren't winning hard points, but it wasn't like you were getting smoked. So it's like
we would lose by 20 or 30, and then we would go back and see 5 major mistakes we made, and then be like, that's why it was so frustrating because we should have been winning a lot of the maps that we were losing.
Oh, for sure.
And then you go back and watch it, and you're like, dude, like come on, this was literally the dumbest thing we could have done.
Like the position you guys could have been in if. Yeah, like you had like half of those as wins, it would be drastic. Literally.
Of course, yeah. So, I mean, the past is the past. We can't do anything about that. Just learn from it and take it on with this team and just try and improve every single day.
Damon, people want to know how involved are you with the team? I'm sure you're in there sometimes, but I feel like you don't want to step over anybody's toes, right? You're just kind of chilling.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not gonna go in and take over anything for Troy. I told them like if they ever need anything, like, hey, I'm not doing shit. I'll do whatever you need.
Yeah. That's how I feel with the New York team, right? Like I'm not a coach, right? I'm just like a player on the side that like I like to watch their practices and stuff, but it's very hard for me to like actually go in there and like just kind of coach them because I'm not the coach. And Bobble does a great job anyway. He's very hands-on with the team.
Yeah,
so
Bobble is a good coach.
Bobble and JP are always working with the team. It's like there's not much for me to say, right? Like when I'm watching. We got a lot of subs coming in. Appreciate Attach, RCs, OG, Richie. I'll shout you guys all out, but thank you guys so much for your support.
Did you just call me Attach?
Well, I read your name in the
you just called me Attach.
Listen, Dill, I read your name in the chat.
All right, Zoomaa.
Yeah, come on, calm down, Dylan, calm down. You know how it be when you read the when you read the chat. You know what I'm saying? You read the chat.
Zoomafia.
People forgot about you guys when you guys were the duo back in the day. You guys had some good in-person banter.
We're the duo. What the fuck are you talking about?
Nah, bro. If FaZe would have, if literally, we all still talk about thinking about to this day. If FaZe would have just had one videographer follow us at all the events and all the travels, we'd have millions of followers by now.
Yeah.
We used to do so much crazy, funny, wild shit.
Yeah, bro. We were crazy. Our team was mad fun.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of what ifs, right? The videographers, I would have loved to be easy. But what are you going to do? You know, Ben?
Yeah, how many times are you going to bring this up, brother?
I'm so pissed off.
Still salty about this like 2 years later.
I'm so pissed off. We got a NATO to Paris poll in my chat. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to put my vote in.
Apparently NATO to Paris, not NATO to Paris, but it's all good.
Chill, bro. You know
NATO? Where? NATO, are you joining Paris? Just tell us right now. We're not going to tell the stream.
Nah, bro. I'm not. I have no idea.
No idea coming out of Renato. You heard it here first.
But yo, Chad, don't call me NATO, man. It's NATO. It's NATO.
It's NATO. It's Renato. Who do you see being the first team to beat FaZe? I couldn't tell you, man. I think FaZe is gonna have to have an off day, and a team's gonna have to have a good day, and then somebody.
One day, Science will forget to drink his
McDonald's Coke. Yeah.
He's gonna go double negative, and that'll.
And I don't know. We'll see. Right now, like I'm gonna be honest, they look like they're untouchable, but it's COD, and teams are getting better. And anything can happen. So I'm excited to keep watching COD moving forward. We'll take one more question. Thoughts on the new weapon balancing? Do you guys know what's happening to the weapons or no? They're just coming out and they're saying there's gonna be changes.
This gun's gonna shoot a little faster. This one a little slower.
Probably, right? Like little tweaks and shit. Little tweaks.
I don't know. So, I mean, it depends on how big the nerfs are. Because sometimes
I did see something, but I don't know how true it was.
Sometimes guns get nerfed and like they're still like, you know what I mean, like the best sub, for example, like the best subs in the past have gotten nerfed and people still use them after the nerf. So I mean, it just depends how big the nerf
has
is.
more strafe speed now.
Wait, does it?
Yeah, let's just say Dylan can agree with me on this.
No, but I mean,
Dylan can agree with me on this.
It should.
ARs are blessed. ARs are blessed, bro.
Hey, the ARs, bro. The Krig looks phenomenal. It looks great. It looks phenomenal.
60 hertz? Yeah. Wow, it's crazy.
That's what people are saying. The 60 hertz Krig, which is why a lot of people were all up in ours today when Big Brucey was running the QBZ. People were telling him to put it away. People were telling him to pull the Krig out because on 60 hertz it's really good.
There was one kill I got on Envoy or Dylan with the Krig. I was mind blown. I was like, what? I felt bad. I was like, dude, I just choked this guy.
Damn.
Bro, yo, the AR, the AR is crazy. On the 60 hertz, I'm telling you.
Guys, why is everybody spent? My bad, David.
Was the guy weak in control and you jumped out of money the offense round you guys won? I don't even know what the kill was. You like jumped out of money onto the control point. Got some
out of money.
This chat is crazy, bro. You guys are nuts.
I don't really remember. Wait, he was jumping out of money?
You did. It don't matter. You were looking towards the bedroom.
Wait, it was Brandon. Low bed, right?
Yeah,
he was one shot. He was one shot, like completely. Because I killed him. I was like, oh shit, I bet.
Dude, everybody's spamming mind blown in the chat. Everybody's impersonating Nameless in the chat. But I see a lot of people asking.
We got a special guest coming on the show real quick.
Who is it?
Donovan Demp.
What the fuck are you talking? Wait, is Donnie coming on? Oh, tell him to bring him in. Drag him in here.
I can't have permission.
User joined your channel.
Donnie Temp, how you doing today? What's going on, Big Don?
What's up, brothers?
How you doing, kid? Just another day.
Doing great.
Just another
The
day.
one and only gigantic D.
Don, your team faces off against the London Royal Ravens tomorrow. How do you feel? Do you think they're gonna win that one?
Yeah, what the hell?
Come on,
What do you
Dom,
mean?
Come on, Dom. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Say your true feelings, man.
Donnie,
I don't know.
this is where you say I
You
wish
want me to get 3-0?
I wish them the best. This is where
I
you
wish him the
say.
best. I wish him the best. Yeah,
All right, we'll see how they do. We'll see.
We see how
Why
they
is
do.
everybody spamming Luma? That was a good question. I'm confused.
Yeah, we see how they do, yo.
Donnie, do you think the comms will be better?
I don't know, man. I thought my comms were pretty decent.
I think you have fantastic comps.
Donnie and I used to go
dude.
back and forth with the comms last year. He would say,
Yeah.
hey, yo, Dylan, you're in the war, actually.
Yeah,
though."
there was one guy who just always did dumb shit and never communicated. His name goes by Zoomaa.
Oh,
But
You
I
had
figured
the
it
gunny
out.
though.
I
You had the
figured
gunny
it
though.
out. I had
It's
the gunny
okay.
though.
It's
Facts.
okay.
You had the gunny
Facts.
though.
we
I
got the
swear.
New York home series win, though.
Facts. Yeah, we got the New York home
Yeah.
series
We got the New York
win.
home series winning. Okay.
Yeah, but
Wait,
yo,
what does this guy keep saying? Was I close to joining phase in World War II? I can't remember yesterday. Was I?
No, I don't know where that's coming from.
All right. I don't know where that's coming
yeah,
from.
no, Damon. Everybody keeps asking that question. That's what I was gonna ask you. Why does
Where
everybody
does that
keep
come
asking?
from?
I don't know where that's coming from, guys.
I don't know.
I don't think Daniel's ever supposed to join unless there's something I don't know about. But
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't even think that would have been
I don't
possible.
think that was brought up.
That was
we had
when-
we had like a couple instances of roster changes, only like 2, but
Yeah, I don't remember
It wasn't-
anything.
yeah.
You guys had literally just one chance. I don't know where this is coming from.
I don't know. Damon said he wanted replays this spot. I don't remember this, bro. Do you guys remember this? I don't
Where
remember this
did I
shit.
say that?
It's just blowing my mind right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I don't
remember.
know. Why is
Yeah.
Donnie so fine? I don't know.
All I remember is getting top 32 and 4 2Ks and going and playing an open bracket and getting 4th on land.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Good
Weirdest,
times.
weirdest event of all time, bro. You guys played like 11 series in a row on
Yeah,
Saturday.
because the fucking oh my god, yeah, because it canceled
Actually,
Friday.
my favorite story is so when the evacuation happened the first time, I was staying next to Don, like Don. It was like me, you, and like I think Nick. You guys had played one map. You and Nick were for like 30 minutes tilting about how that first map went, whilst everybody's just standing on that field outside the convention center.
And guys, we got an absolute legend in the chat. Crowder coming in with a big 38 month.
Let's go.
That's my godfather. He's taught me everything I
Papa
know.
Crowder.
Thank
He
you,
was
Crowder.
the original picking up young talent.
He was the OG. He's the
Yeah,
man.
there we go.
Mr. Mindblown's here too.
And we got Mr. Mindblown. Whoa, a mind blown. What's going on, neighbors? How you doing, kid? Just another day. We got Curls with a resub. Appreciate you, Curls. I'll come back and thank all you guys after this, man. I see you guys all showing love, but welcome to the stream, guys. How you doing?
And it's
wanna end the
fucking Chris
show and,
Nunez in the chat. Oh my god.
What's going on, guys? Everybody in the chat. Don, you should have joined us today for the show. What the fuck? You came in a little late.
I'm scrimming, brother.
That's fair.
They work
That's
on
fair.
your time. You tell me.
I'm not being
Look,
toxic, bro. I'm
look
gonna have
up
to get
that
to that
guy.
level.
Look up that guy. Tell me you don't see nameless Chris Nunez.
All right, let me look it up. Chris Nunez.
Yeah.
Let me see
Is
this.
that a UFC fighter?
No.
Chris.
Oh, I don't
Chris
know who that is.
Nunez.
Wait, he does look like him. What the fuck?
Wait, does he? I'm
What
gonna
is
pull it
he?
up. I'm gonna pull it
He's
up.
the tattoo show guy.
Oh, I see him. I'm about to pull him
Does
up.
look
Hold
like
on.
him a little bit.
Ink Master.
Wait, I'm gonna pull him up right now. Hold on.
I see it a little bit actually. Hold
I
up.
see it. I see
This
it.
is gonna
I
make people
definitely see it.
laugh when they pull this up. This is good.
Maybe a little bit. I can see it a little bit. Wow. A mind
No, it's
blown.
easy.
No,
Look
not
at
that
look at
picture. There's
look at
different
third one.
pictures.
Look
me
at
see.
third one. Third one from the top.
Yeah, that one looks like him. That one looks like him. No, this one looks like him.
Yeah, with
This
the,
one looks like him.
the facial hair. I see it.
Wow.
That one. There you go.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. The fuck is? Wait, tattoo. This is a tattoo show.
Yeah, Ink Master with Dave Navarro or whatever.
Oh, this guy's taking a shit. What is this? All right.
Oh,
I don't know if you want to
shit.
scroll
Oh,
through these pictures anymore.
No, I'm good on that. I think I'm out of there, guys. I think I'm out of
we
there.
might have to cut that section out of YouTube.
Yeah, we'll cut it out. No, I didn't show nothing. I showed worse. I showed fake titties in GTA all the time. This guy was taking a poop. There's nothing bad, guys. Come on. What's wrong with you guys? You guys are always trying to get me banned. You guys are always trying to say crazy shit to get me fucking banned. I'm not gonna get banned for that. I didn't show nothing. It was his legs. All you saw was his legs. He was sitting on the toilet. The hell?
You want to wrap it up and then
yeah, we can wrap it up, man. We can wrap it up.
Wrap it up, Ben. Here we go.
Ben, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Do the usual.
Appreciate everybody coming out today. We have like a 1 hour plus show, breaking down 2 exciting matches. Happy to have Dylan on today.
Appreciate you guys having me.
David
always
on
a good
today.
time.
Appreciate you, 3 Rings Go.
Thank
All right,
you.
Jesus fuck, Ben. Hey,
I'm going to
hey guys, thank you for joining the show today. Absolutely incredible show, guys. Appreciate Dylan, Karma, Saints, and Temp coming in, showing some love. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. We absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for showing support. Oh shit!
Oh, Mr. Mind Blown himself.
Look who it is. How you doing,
and
nameless?
His name is fucking Zoomaa, so watch your back because you've just been flanked.
Yo, Anthony Wheeler, how you doing?
I'm incredible, bro. Amazing, mind-blowingly great.
I wanted to say it's been absolutely it's been phenomenal just hearing your veteran expertise throughout the weeks. Every time we bring you on the desk, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, man. I'm glad I could stop by. You and Zin have been absolutely killing it. The chat's been wild. We see Wameless going through it. W's all around, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, W's all around.
And you look a little constipated, but you look happy.
What the fuck? I'm good, bro.
Nah, Ben's looking good, bro. I gotta get Ben 5,500 subs. We get Ben a new pair of golf clubs. I'm gonna buy it for him.
Yeah.
Ben, what happened to your fish tank, man? Where'd all the fish go?
TV shut off. Power save, brother.
Man, I appreciate you guys watching, man. Yo, Nameless, I'd love to have you on, bro, for a show if you ever want to join us and then just come and talk.
I'm down, dude.
We got a lot of people in here, but I appreciate you guys, man.
Get on next time, Nameless.
Yeah, tomorrow. But if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I love you all, and thank y'all for tuning in, man.